Hi, I'm Lisa Leiter. In Chicago Business Today, the tally at Trump Tower. Donald Trump broke ground on the 92-story Trump International Hotel and Tower in 2005, just as the downtown condo market was peaking. For those who got in early and resold their units, betting on the Donald has paid off. Of the 31 units that have changed hands, 18 have sold for a gain, an average of about 12% more than the original price paid to the developer, according to a Crain's analysis.
During 2004, there were some very big price increases. So if you were a buyer that had gotten in the first 6 months of the program, you're really sitting pretty at this point. If you were one of the buyers who bought later on, after I would say the end of 2004, price levels were already significantly higher than those introductory prices.
Winners include former Chicago Sun-Times editor-in-chief Michael Cook, who paid $543,000 for a one-bedroom condo as part of a friends and family program and flipped it for $790,000. Among the losers, former Bears quarterback Rex Grossman, who paid $2.68 million for his unit but sold it in January for 25% less. On top of the 31 units that have already sold, 54 more are on the market. The average has been for sale for almost a year at a price about 21% more than the seller paid the developer. The Donald himself, though, has not fared as well since he still hasn't sold enough units to repay lenders. Buyers have closed on just 255, or 55% of the project's condo units, and less than half of its 339 hotel units, according to property records. Total sales, $461 million. But Trump tells Crain sales are actually more than $500 million, including units that are under contract or haven't closed. Trump is pressing for more time to pay off lenders who financed the $850 million downtown high-rise. Lawyers for Trump and the lenders say they are nearing a deal to restructure more than $200 million in overdue loan payments on the tower. It would not only give him more time to pay his debts, but also end a legal dispute that started more than 18 months ago.
This is a very large, complicated project with more than 20 lenders. And so to get them all on board is a very difficult and time-consuming process. And at the same time, you've got this very difficult condo market that has, hasn't obviously gotten any better. And so that's the main reason it's taken a long time.
Adding to the challenge for Trump and many sellers, financing. Lenders are reluctant to finance condo purchases in the building because it's a mixed-use tower with a large hotel, and Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac won't buy loans on condos in the project. Just 5 buyers this year have financed their purchases with mortgages.
The hotel condo component, I think, is much more troublesome than the residential component. We have a very solid residential condominium market in Chicago long term. The hotel condo market was very untested when this building started out. It still is rather untested. It still is rather new. There is no end loan money available for those buyers, and that's going to be the much tougher piece of the puzzle to figure out.
Trump is the only one of 5 developers who announced plans for a luxury condo hotel tower to actually build one. The good news, with less competition nearby, prices in the Trump Tower are likely to hold up better over time. Well, that's this edition of Chicago Business Today. For more on this story, be sure to check out this week's print edition of Crain's or chicagobusiness.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.